it. If you have eye pillow, it's always nice. I'm going for 3 blocks today, for sure 2, 3 maybe, but if you don't have 3, no big deal. And then 2 blankets or 2 towels, beach towels, and a bolster. Nice big bolster. So again, make do with whatever you have around the house. Run and get your props. And we'll get started in a little while. It's a nice restorative class. I took this class, my teacher, whose name is Sandra Carson, so I'm giving her credit for this class. So you'll see me using my notes a lot, but that's pretty much my general rule. I need my notes because I don't want to miss one thing that I tell you. So the class is about sweet surrender into your boundaries. So more props is always better. And my camera woman will tell me when it's time to start. Okay, a couple more minutes. So when we start, if everybody would mute their buttons, otherwise it kind of plays with the audio. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to ask me? Anything? I don't have my glasses on and I can't really tell looking at the screen who's in the classroom. I can see Loretta's name and Michelle and Sandra, but I can't tell who's in it people-wise because my eyes are a little. All right, I'm going to say we get started. I'm going to take one of my towels and I'm going to use it to sit on, okay? If you find that your knees come up like this, you definitely want to sit up on maybe 2 towels or a block. So this is a nice class. It's a sweet surrender into your boundaries. And when I'm talking about boundaries, I mean the inner container of your being, your body. So we'll start a centering. Let yourself get comfortable. Sitting cross-legged or any other seated position that's comfortable for you. Let your hands be palms down on your knees or your thighs. Shoulders up, back, and down. And close your eyes. If it feels better to just gaze downward, that's fine too. Begin to center yourself in your breath. Relax the muscles in your neck and face. Gently allowing the body to become open and relaxed and to fully receive your breath more fully. That's my dog. So gently allow the body to become open and relaxed and to receive your breath as it comes in and goes out. Take a moment to acknowledge and then release the thoughts that pop up in your head. All those things that keep you occupied. Any worries, any concerns. Allow these thoughts to come up. Allow these worries and concerns to come up. Observe them and allow them to leave. Making space for your breath. For more lightness and more tranquility. Take a few deep breaths to increase the oxygen in your blood. As you inhale through the nose, feel and experience the fresh, oxygen-rich air coming through the nose, and then exhale. So we'll take a few more deep breaths, and on the exhale, we'll let the air out through the mouth. So inhale, exhale, let it go. One more. And then gently open your eyes. Keep your gaze soft. Set the intention today to allow yourself to surrender into your body, into your breath, into your being, and to let go of those thoughts that cause you worry or concern. Just let them go, notice them, and release them. If you'd like to switch the cross of your legs, if that feels better, we'll take a side stretch. I'm bringing my right hand down to the floor. The fingers are touching. I'm raising my left arm up on the inhale, and I'm allowing the arm on the exhale to come over. Inhale, the arm comes up a little, and then exhale over. Continue with this movement. Continue to feel a stretch along the side body. Allow the right hip to remain heavy and grounded into the earth. Maybe close your eyes. You can have your gaze be downward. You can close your eyes and look forward, or you can look up. Inhaling, maybe coming straight up again, and exhaling over to the side. Feel the stretch all the way through the pinky finger, all the way down to the hip. Allow the stretch on the whole side of the shoulder and the arm to be pleasant. And then slowly come up. Release the left arm down. Wait for a moment. Notice the sensations. And then taking your left hand to the floor, inhale the right arm up. And exhale over. Keep going. Inhale, maybe coming up a little bit. And exhale, maybe coming deeper, maybe not. Inhale through the arm, over the ear. Maybe lean back a bit. Enjoy your breath. Close your eyes if that feels good. Keep your hips heavy and grounded. Let your breath become more and more deliberate. So it's our intention to open up the body today and also to open up our breath for a fuller capacity of our breath. And then coming back to center. We'll do a little shoulder stretch. Inhale the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, up, back, and down. One more. Inhale, back, and down. Now reverse, we'll start moving backwards, up, and forward. Back, up, and forward. Let the tension go. Let this be pleasant. And release. And then clasping your hands behind you, like so. You'll take your right hand and left hand that are clasped to your right hip. Draw that right elbow back. Breathe into this space. And then bring the hands behind you again and take the hands to your left hip. And then release. Now we're just going to change our seated position because we've been in this pose for a while. If you're comfortable in this pose, you can stay, but my legs are getting a little cramped, so I'm taking 2 blocks, and I'm going to come and sit on my blocks. Maybe 1 block, maybe no blocks. Maybe you want to stay in the cross-legged position. So we're going to come into a seated twist. Again, close your eyes, round your hips, extend your spine up, your crown of your head toward the ceiling. I want you to make this very pleasant, a very soft twist. So taking your left hand to your right leg, bring your right hand to your low back, or if you're close enough to the floor, you can place the hand to the floor. Inhale, make this very pleasant and very soft. You're going to exhale and twist to the right. Inhale, let the crown of the head reach toward the sky. And exhale, twist a little more. Make this very pleasant. Make this a very soft twist. This time right now in your practice is a time to be extra sweet. To be extra sweet to yourself, extra gentle, extra nurturing. We treat our bodies at all times with the utmost care and respect. Coming back to center, take a full inhale and exhale. Hips are heavy. And as you take the right hand over to the left thigh, you'll take the left hand either to the low back or to the floor. Let your crown of the head extend toward the sky as you exhale and twist. In your body, find the soft boundary. The soft boundary is in front of the hard boundary. So when we push ourselves all the way to our limit, oftentimes we harden. So we want to use the full extent of our capacity to just back off a little bit. So we can still feel a stretch, but it's very soft. So we still feel a twist, but it's very pleasing. So basically you could be in this pose for maybe another 5 minutes easily, should you want to. And then slowly come out. Come off of your props and take child's pose. Well, actually, no, not child's pose. We're going to come into a tabletop, but the props I want you to have handy will be your bolster and 2 blocks. Put the 2 blocks at the top of the mat and the bolster at the bottom for now. And we'll take tabletop. Inhale into a little back bend. And exhale, arch. 2 more. Inhale, being extra gentle, extra soft, extra nurturing today. And then coming back to tabletop, I want you to sit back on your heels so you can watch what I'm going to do. I've got my bolster at the back of the mat. I'm going to come into a restorative downward facing dog. Maybe you've done this before with me. Maybe you're thinking, let's just see what she's going to do. All right, so I've got my feet along the bolster. I have my blocks nearby. Just watch me. I'm coming into a downward dog. Notice my heels are now on the bolster. Notice my head between my arms. My blocks come to my forehead. My forehead does not come to my blocks. So I'm making a little pyramid with my blocks, and I'm resting my forehead. So let's all go into this pose together. Tabletop, downward dog with your heels on a rolled blanket or the bolster. And then when I notice where my head comes between my arms, I take the blocks and I bring them so that comfortably my forehead is resting. We won't be here very long, just a few more breaths. Maybe you want to bend the right knee, straighten the right leg, bend the left. And then lower down to your knees. Sit back on your heels. And we're going to move into restorative child's pose. But I want you to watch me because I'm adding on a couple of extra props should you so be inclined. First prop is a folded towel. Second prop is a block on the second height, and my bolster goes on top. I have my blocks, two other blocks on either side of the bolster, and I'm taking another blanket for my head, my forehead. Just feels nice. So we're going to be in this pose about 3 minutes. And after a minute and a half, if your head is turned one way and you want to turn it the other way, I'll let you know when that time comes. So my knees are wide, big toes touching. And I'm coming down. I've got the blocks because it feels nice to rest my forearms on the blocks. And then I like to have my forehead straight down, but we'll start the timer now. And you can turn your head either to the right or to the left. So stay in child's pose. I'm going to come up to a seated position. We'll be here for about 3 minutes, and I will remind you in a minute and a half when to turn your head. Let your forehead rest or your cheek rest. Release your arms. Release your shoulders. Slowly, just observe the aliveness of your body. Notice the movement of energy, ever so sparkling and light. Feel a deep, profound sense of peace. Feel this peace deep inside of yourself. If you'd like to turn your head in the other direction, this would be the time to do it. Feel a deep, profound sense of peace deep inside of yourself. Amidst all the change and movement, and amidst all life, there is that place in the middle, that place deep inside of ourselves that is absolutely peaceful. It's always there. And sometimes we get drawn into scenarios, external events, the news, the media. We can go to this peaceful place deep within our bodies. It's always there. It's always there, just like the ocean that is very, very calm, very peaceful. No matter what's going on top of the shore with the waves crashing, there's a peaceful space. Slowly going to begin to come out of the pose. And to come out of the pose, you'll slowly lift your body up. And we will move into a twist. We'll work the belly and the sides of the body. So you can leave your props just like they are. I'm going to come to sit with my hip alongside the base bottom of the bolster. If this is not a pose for you, then you just sit and I'll show you what you can do if this is not a pose for you. Turn your body. You can keep the blocks or you can move them. So I'm turning my body to face the length of the bolster. And I'm stretching, reaching, coming down. And I'm turning my head to the right and I'm resting my arms on these lovely blocks. My knees are bent. You can stack your knees. We'll be here for about 1.5 minutes and then we'll switch and go to the other side. So stay where you are. I'm going to demonstrate to those who do not want to do that type of twist. You come down onto your back. As you can see me. And you'll take your legs and let them fall to the right. So you'll take a twist on your back while anybody else is taking their twist on their belly. So let yourself be in this pose. Close your eyes. Allow your body to settle into this new pose. Just by focusing on your breath. Just by staying present, aware, and breathing fully. Allowing your attention to go deeper and deeper inside of yourself. Although you are resting your body completely and you are surrendering your entire body into the bolster and the floor, stay very awake and very alert. This is one way to be fully in the moment. Okay, so if you are in this prone twist, you're going to come up to a seated position, come to tabletop, and then bring your other hip, pardon my back, to the bolster. And you're going to twist toward the bolster, lengthen, come down. Rest your arms, turn your head. And if you are doing the twist on your back, then you will twist your legs in the opposite direction. Let your body settle on the other side now. Let the energy settle. Stay fully focused on your breath. Let each exhalation dissolve in that deeper space inside of yourself. This ocean of tranquility in your own essence, in your own heart. And just like an ocean, the space within yourself is vast. The space within yourself is unmeasurably deep and always gently moving, never completely still. Let each exhalation dissolve into that space. Let each inhalation originate in that space. And then you're slowly going to make your way back onto your knees into a tabletop. And sit back on your heels. And we're going to come into a supported bridge pose. So I'm going to move my props out of the way. This would be a good time to get your eye pillow if you have one. You can always use a blanket or a towel. So for supported bridge, you have the option of using a block, a folded towel, or a big old bolster. I'll demonstrate with the block first. You come down into constructive rest, so everybody will come down into constructive rest. You can turn your head to see me. If you're using the block, there's 3 heights. I prefer the lowest. And lift my hips and place the block under my sacrum. Those of you that have done this before know exactly what to do. You also have a folded towel, which is nice because it's soft. You lift your hips and place it under the low back, the tailbone. If you want more of a back bend, you'll take the bolster and lift it. And this feels really nice, but I would like a towel or blanket under my head. So you decide. You can be on a lower blanket, you can use a block, or you can use a bolster. You can support your head, and you can put your eye pillow on over your eyes. I'm going to come out of the pose, but please stay in bridge pose of your choice. This is a back bend. Release the shoulders into the floor. Let your neck be free. Release into the floor and into your props. Relax your belly. Allow your breath to move freely through the whole torso. Originate and dissolve your breath in the vast ocean, in the peacefulness inside of you. Your arms are alongside the floor. Perhaps the palms are down. Feel the opening of the front of the body. Let your hips settle heavily into the block or the bolster or the blanket. Let the outer hips relax and become soft. Press gently to the inside of your feet, to the floor. And back to your breath, breathing in and out into that vast space. Allowing your body to settle and your mind to become clear. It's easy to forget that we have this peaceful center within our bodies, but know that it's always there. Know that by doing a little bit of restorative yoga, slow, deep breathing, visualizing this beautiful, vast, peaceful space in our body, we can come back to this point in our body anytime, anywhere. Now you're going to gently lift up your hips and take your props out and let your hips come to the floor into constructive rest. Let your feet walk out as wide as the mat and let the knees come into touch. You can use your eye pillow here. Close your eyes. Gently release yourself into the mat. Surrender the body. Stay alert and connected to your breath. Allow the wave-like movements of your breath to take your awareness deeper and deeper and deeper, cutting through the layers of the body and mind. and the emotions, cutting through the layers of the body, mind, and emotions. To come to that place inside of yourself, that space, that essence, that place that we all have inside ourselves that is beautiful and peaceful. That space where we can completely let go, where we can be completely open. Keep breathing fully and give your breath your fullest attention. And slowly, you'll extend your right leg. You'll extend your left leg. Maybe you'll take a blanket and cover yourself. Maybe you've got a blanket under your head. Maybe you've got a rolled blanket behind your knees. Maybe you're using your eye pillow as you come into your Shavasana, giving yourself permission to be in that peaceful place deep within your body. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently roll your head from side to side. Draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug as you rock from side to side. Roll over onto your right side into the fetal position. Maybe support your head with your arm. Center yourself again. Notice and observe your mind. Observe your body. Observe your heart. Observe the softness. And with that softness, observe a profound sense of peace. When you're ready, slowly make your way up into a comfortable seated position. Take your time, move slowly and mindfully. Bring your hands into prayer. Bowing your head down. The light in me salutes the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.